Hey guys, I'm Siggy. I'm here at Jafrum, home of the motorcycle gear experts, where those same experts are standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to answer all of your gear related questions. In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to Scorpion's new EXO R410. This helmet is really awesome and it's the best bang for your buck I've been able to find out there anywhere. Scorpion prides themselves in more or less building you a Cadillac, but billing you for a Chevy. I've heard that from some of the guys, and it's true. As I go through some of the features, you'll see that and learn that about this helmet here in itself. This is the 410. It is considered their baseline helmet. Not only is it DOT approved, but it is also SNELL approved. That is hard to find in a helmet that's price point is under $200. Near impossible. I don't think I've seen any others that hold that SNELL certification and are still under $200. That's pretty crazy. Anyhow, some of the things about this is the shell is built with an advanced polycarbonate composite. It's a very well built, very lightweight shell, and one of the things that helps it make it SNELL approved is that EPS lining system that's built on the inside of this not only comes throughout the whole helmet but wraps around this chin bar here in the front, which gives it that extra durability and that extra stability and the safety that you need for that protection around the front of the face. Some of the other things we look at is this helmet breathes very well. You've got your two vents here, this intake vents in the front that open and close that will allow air to flow freely through the helmet. Now most people think that the air just forces right through the front and breezes out the back. No, it's also got the two exhaust vents. We call them exhaust vents, but they actually work as a venturi vent. And what this says is that as the air wraps around the helmet and comes off the back, this integrated spoiler here in the back creates a suction around these vents which pulls air through the helmet. So when you get this suction, this back pressure here on the back, it's going to force air into this area here in the front and just rip it through the helmet, which gives you a nice breeze and a nice cool feeling all the way around the head. In addition to that awesome ventilation grouping system that it has going throughout the helmet, you've got this front vent here, this chin vent or mouth vent as you want to call it, that will also open and close and allow air to come in the front here. Now as we open the shield, we'll notice you've got your air deflector. What this does is keeps the air from going right up into the face shield and prevents it from fogging, but that's not the only thing that prevents this shield from fogging. What's also nice is the fact that this shield here, Scorpion with their shields, they make an EverClear No Fog Faceshield. What that says is it's a technology they use that makes it not only optically correct, but it also has this coating that goes on the outside of the shield as well as the inside that is an anti-fog coating, and it makes it very hard and keeps it from scratching, but then leaves it limber enough that you could actually take this whole shield and invert it backwards and it still will not break. I don't recommend doing it on a daily basis or anything like that, but it's giving you that extra durability that will allow you to bend it. I mean, this is one tough shield. One of the other things I want to notice here when we're talking about the shield is the fact that you've got your face shield lock vent system. Now what this does is you can securely lock the shield by pressing it into the up motion. We'll notice the face shield will not raise. That's great if you're going to be doing high speeds, anything like that. Don't recommend high speeds, but just in case you are, you can lock that face shield and know that it's not going to come up on you. Now I put it back in that mid position, as you can see. Now if I press it down, you notice it cocks the shield up just a little bit and gives you a nice, very light ventilation. If you need that extra breathability coming through there, that'll give you a nice little crack there. Move it back to that mid position and it puts the shield right back down. One of the other things we'll notice is it's got the Ellip-Tec face shield system. Very easy to change out, very easy to take off and put on. Now one of the things that we'll also notice is that as it's got that where it creates that seal there. So as we go down into the very bottom, the last stage of it, it actually sucks the shield back against the seal that goes all the way around the outside of the shield or the inside of the shield there, and gives you that sealed feeling you need, that protection from any kind of weather elements or any rundown that you might have. Now I'm going to pop off this shield right here and let's talk about the shield itself just a little bit more. Show you how easy that is to pop off. That was pretty easy to take off there. This is actually one of the easiest on-off processes of a shield that I've seen. Now much different from the 400. You'll notice the 400 had that spin technology there on the side that would allow you to pop the shield off, put it back on. Now they've went to this type of quick release system, which works great. I have not seen anything wrong with it. It pops in super easy. Now the shield itself also comes in a very serious array of different colors and things. You can get, let me see what I can remember here. You've got your clear, you've got light smoke, you've got dark smoke, you've got your blue mirrored as well as your gold and silver mirrored. You've got your race flat shields. I mean, just an array of colors. Be sure to check those out, and you can see what all different types of, you know, situations you can set it up based on the graphics. The graphics are crazy for this helmet. I have some other videos that you can check out, some of the graphics I've gone over. Now let's take a look at the interior of the helmet. As I flip it up here, we'll notice that it comes standard with that D-ring attaching system there, along with a securing snap, so it's not flapping around and hitting you in the neck. But you can put any kind of quick release system you'd like to put on there. I recommend the Echo. It's very nice. It's metal on metal and it's very safe. Now, as we go through the interior of this helmet and I'm tearing it down, I'm going to go over some of the features to the helmet with you as well. We'll notice right here the red stripes denotes a new feature they've added. It really stands out, and it's got to, because this is an emergency release system. It's called the ERS system, and it needs to stand out for paramedics. They look for that red. And what this does is you've got this little pull tab here. When a paramedic sees that, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to reach under there, and instead of, like most of them, popping them out and having to pull the cheek pad toward your face, they can just grab that ring and rip that straight out and down. Now what this does is it releases, if you can see here, it releases out of the bottom in a pull down motion every one of those tabs on the inside out the side, instead of having to just come straight out the front. These tabs, we can pull those right out. We'll notice they stayed inside the helmet, whereas if we remove the cheek pads in the standard way that we're used to, we'll just come in here and start pulling it out gradually and unsnapping it like we would normally do. Let me get that off, and we notice all the snaps are still inside of those little things. That is part of the emergency release system, which is very nice to have. Now, one of the other things we'll notice, we got a removable chin curtain right there as well. Just pulled it right out. It's very easy to remove. We'll also notice that we have our couple snaps here in the back, and you can reach up here in the front and remove that crown pad liner very easily and pull that right out. We got a very comfortable crown pad liner with some ventilation channels here across the top, which allows that airflow to come through very freely, allows the scalp and the skull to stay dry and cool on those very hot summer days. Now this liner here in itself is actually their Kwikwick 2 system. What that means is it's hypoallergenic as well as antimicrobial. So not only is it killing germs and taking care of that and keeping your head clean and safe, but it still does what it needs to do as far as pulling moisture up off the head and keeping your scalp dry and clean. Now, we'll notice that this is, you know, made to fit the head already. It's already pre-formed, as well as the cheek pads are pre-formed. That's a custom fit. One of the things I'd like to point out that is cool that a lot of companies don't offer is these cheek pads and these liners come in a variety of colors and great shapes and things like that. Make sure you check that out, because those are pretty hot for customizing the helmet itself. And that is enough about the liner in itself. But now if we look on the other side of the liner, I showed you the channels that are on the outside of that crown pad liner. Well, if you look here on the inside of the EPS, we've actually got channels built into the EPS that allow that ventilation to flow through freely with nothing to stop it, and gives you that great ventilation through the top of the head, which a lot of companies don't do that in their helmets. And I remind you, this is the baseline helmet that they're including all these great features into. Now, like I said, for that $200 price point, this is DOT certified as well as SNELL approved. You don't find that anywhere else, so I do believe Scorpion truly gives you that Cadillac at that Chevy price. This is the solid color here. This is called the Hyper Silver. It also comes in some other solid colors as well. You got your black, you got your matte black, you've got your white, as well as a high vis neon. That is a pretty cool looking helmet, so go in there, check out the colors. One of the things I will also point out is that with the 400 and the previous helmets that Scorpion made, they've been known to run small. That is not the case with the 410. They have fixed that. It is now true to size. So if you're a medium, order a medium. If you're a large, order a large, because these do fit as they say they're supposed to fit now. So that is a great fix and a great thing that Scorpion has done. If you got any other questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to contact us. We want to hear back from you. You can visit us at Jafrum.com, where we have online experts available there 24/7. You can also call us at 1-877-GO-HELMET. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Jafrum Videos, because your feedback is very important to us.